This is the W7W Podcast.
That's right. I believe it is podcast number 10.
It's a podcast about our local yarn store in Fort Worth, Texas, and what's going on and what's new. So, what's going on?
Well, we've got some new classes upcoming in February that we can discuss. We're going to start offering a beginning crochet class on the first Saturday of every month.
Yeah, Karen Brown, who does our children's classes, is going to be doing the beginning crochet for both children and adults at 11:30.
Right after the children's knitting class.
First Saturday of the month.
That's correct. And then, as always, the first Sunday of every month, we offer beginning knitting class from 1 to 3.
And that's with Jen Nevitt. We have some continuing classes going on. Sherry Smith's creative vest class and her fresco sweater class. We also have Jen's doing another class, fixing your mistakes in knitting.
That's always pretty popular. We've already got some sign-ups for that.
Fantastic. And then who's going to be here at the end of the month?
We are going to be hosting Ann Budd.
She's fantastic.
Is she? Yeah, she is, absolutely.
She's fantastic. She's going to be doing 3 classes with us.
That's right.
She'll be here February 25th, which is a Sunday, for Happy Heels.
And then she'll also be offering Introduction to Knitwear Design that same afternoon.
Yeah, like if you always wanted to design your own sweater, she'll help you out. You're looking for a special hat, she'll help you configure that.
Yeah, both of those classes are going to be 3 hours long, and both of them are on Sunday.
And then her class on Monday, which we're usually closed on Monday, so it'll be an exclusive for class participants only day where we provide lunch, is going to be the skirt. A skirt for any season.
Skirt for all seasons.
Skirt for all seasons. It's knit out of a fingering weight. And she did send me a little note. She sent the skirt, and she sent a little note that said, you can pick any fingering weight yarn as long as it's got some nylon in it. Because when you're getting in and out of cars and you're sitting, you want that nylon to help protect the back of the skirt from felting and pilling.
Yeah, man, we've discussed it before, but if people show up on that Monday who are not taking the class, I'm probably going to let them in anyway. So we'll just see how that goes.
Yeah. We do have a few of Ann Budd's books, so if you want to come get a book signed, maybe she's if you're taking one of the classes and you want to bring all your Ann Budd books from home and get those signed, she's really lovely, and she did a book signing for us last time. I'm sure she'd enjoy doing that again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. We've also got our monthly second Sunday spin-in, where we've got some wonderful people who spin fiber. They come and gather in the front.
Yep, that'll be February 11th.
And we have a trunk show going on right now. The Round Mountain Fibers trunk show. I'm wearing one of the lovely samples. It's always cool to get to wear something that you didn't have to knit. But I have to give it back.
That's the trade-off.
This is the One Way or Another shawl. And we've got a couple of kits. You can put together a kit from some of the skeins that we have, and we also have a cool kit. But I love the way that they've put tassels on it. It's really pretty. It's a really long, it's a beautiful, fun short row pattern.
Very nice. And then the Round Mountain Fibers Trunk Show will be ongoing through February 4th.
Yes. So,
which is a day of the week.
Next weekend, and then it goes back, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. All right. It is a day of the week.
It is a day of the week.
A day of the week.
I'm sure I'll flash that on the screen.
Someday.
It is a day that is happening in February.
Right. What do we got that's new?
Oh, we've got lots of stuff that's new.
New stuff.
I don't even know where to begin. Okay, let's begin.
Start with these cool things from Katrinkles.
Yeah, Katrinkles, they do this thing where they can do custom work for you. It's who we get various, like our knitters rulers, our wrap per inch deal, gauge finder. So anyway, they were so kind to do these custom stitch markers for us that have our logo on it.
Those are cool, Hunter. I don't even have those yet. I don't even have.
Wow.
I gotta.
You know it's exclusive when that's the
get some.
case.
I don't even have those.
And then we've also got, let's put this down, this needle gauge,
That's
and
cool.
then some other stitch markers as well. Those are little sweaters.
Those are the cutest little sweater stitch markers. Those are so cute.
And then I guess while we're talking about stitch markers, I have finally gotten around to training up a shop elf to make some more stitch markers like we had previously made, such as these. I always have trouble finding the center of the camera.
It's always the opposite side that you think
It is
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, and we have a lot more cool stitch markers for next time that we can show. What else is new? Ooh, this we're just allowed to talk about the new Amirisu magazine, winter 2018. Got that in. It's got a lot of cool stuff. Always really cute patterns. The new Pom Pom magazine. The new West Knits Best Knits 2. Oh my goodness. You just have to see it in person. I will say one thing. It's got a lot of cool garments in it. So the first book was mostly shawls. And I think I saw a dotted rays sweater in here. So he's taken some of his most popular shawl patterns and turned them into garments, and they're really cool.
Did I just see a pair of shorts in there?
Yeah. So maybe some overalls. Those are shorts. If you have seen Stephen West's work before, you know that it is crazy and out there and super fun. Yeah. Really cool ideas. And even if you don't want to make it out of crazy colors, these garments are just really, really cool. You can make them out of neutral colors and wear them with anything.
Yeah, for example, those shorts.
Or you can be crazy. You knit your own shorts now.
I'm thinking about it.
You knit your own
My
shorts.
point.
All right, you've seen this all over Instagram. You've seen it all over Facebook, and now it's at your local yarn stores. The Vogue Ultimate Knitting Book.
Okay, guys, this book is awesome.
It is awesome.
This book is the truth. So not only does it have like everything in it.
It does.
We need to did we reorder this again?
Have we?
Well,
Have
now
we
that
sold out again?
I'm thinking we will pretty soon, at which point we will need more, especially since we're talking about it here.
So nice. The photography is fantastic.
The illustrations are great.
And it's got, it's just kind of a how to do everything manual.
Literally everything. Okay, so I had this situation come up. I had finished what I was previously working on, and we'll get more into that later. But I was going back to...
Get into it now.
No, I'm telling a story. So I was going back to Sock Island. Lovely place. It's a real place. I had just gotten there, but then the next morning I was in my closet and I was looking at my socks, and I saw the first pair of socks that I made, and I was like I do every time I see them, I'm like, man, I had an issue with them where the heel turn started kind of fraying on me and wearing down. I think is because these socks were like the third thing I ever knit, and I was a pretty tight knitter to begin with, so I think the prevailing theory is I just made them too tight and it's stretching.
That was our theory, that your stitches were just so tight it had to stretch over your heel.
Anyway, so I hadn't been wearing them as a result because I didn't want to like turn the frayed stitches into a legitimate hole.
Yeah, they were just very worn.
Yeah, very worn. It's like worn to the nylon.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was like, I know what I'm going to do. I can get into a new pair of socks much faster if I just fix these instead of going back to the other socks. So that was my next project. So I bring them up to the shop. I'm like trying to figure out how I found the yarn that I'd made it with, and I was trying to figure out what's the best way to repair these socks. And then Mickey's right there, and she's like, well, why don't you look in the Vogue knitting book, and they have everything in there. And sure enough, I looked under what was it, darning socks, and sure enough, on page 182,
you know the page number.
page 182, they had like the perfect way to repair precisely the thing I had going on.
They actually had a few different options for you, didn't they?
It depended. Yeah, like there was like one way to repair it if it was a legitimate hole. There was another way to repair it if it was my situation where it was just kind of wore down. So basically, I just did what the book suggested, and I've completed one. Well, mostly I need to weave it in, but that is where I darned my first sock. And it was really pretty straightforward. I need to weave it in. But, and
Have you tried it on yet?
I have not tried it on, but, I'll do that later. But I don't know how well you can see it. This is an example of the other sock that I have yet to do. Oh, you can see it okay, I think, where it's all wore down. So I'm gonna, this will be a slightly bigger repair job than that one. But yeah, it had really great instructions for fixing my sock, and I'm really excited about that.
Very nice.
So that was my big long spiel about the Vogue knitting book.
Fixing your heel. I just turned a heel too.
Nice.
Boom. Heel turn.
Well done.
Thanks. All right. What else? Oh, Vogue knitting book. Very nice. Very nice resource to have in your knitting library.
Mm-hmm. We've only got a handful of copies left, so yeah, we probably need to get a hold of some more.
Yeah. Definitely will have a shop copy.
Oh yeah, we're holding on to that.
You don't want a personal copy for the house too?
No, that would be a little ridiculous.
Really? Anyway.
I started thinking about it.
Anyway.
It's a really nice book.
I
Okay.
think the light is going back and forth on there. Okay. The next, so we did books, stitch markers. Oh, from Alta Yarns, we got these super cute little fairy kits. And before I show you the kit, let me just read to you what's inside. Oh, I thought I brought it over. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So it's this cute little kit.
Lord. I mean, yeah.
It's the story of the fairy scarf. It is believed that mythical fairies spin beautiful yarns made with fibers and flowers that can catch and hold dreams. When someone, like a grandmother, aunt, or a mother, or father, knit the fairies' yarns together, they transfer their dreams to the scarf. It is said that the child who receives the scarf will have a happy childhood filled with beautiful dreams and playful thoughts. Copyright 2017, Susan Scala, CK, Mythical Moon.
Mm-hmm.
So I knit up one of the kits, and it's pretty cute. It's like this crazy mishmash of all different kinds of yarns, and you leave the tails really long, and then you sew in all these cute little flowers. Eleanor's already been bugging me to make her one.
Mm-hmm.
And really, if you want your child to have a happy childhood with beautiful dreams and playful thoughts, how can you deny them?
I've got a secret. I mean, it's something I need to disclose to you.
How can you deny a child beautiful, playful? Anyway.
Yeah, sure.
They're cute.
I've got something I need to get off my chest.
What's that?
Okay, so our e-commerce software, is that what it's called? Shopify? Whenever you put something into it, it's got like this information box right at the top underneath the title. And usually with like yarn, we'll put the yarn weight and the recommended needle and that kind of thing in there. But for these kits, I didn't really have anything to put in that box. So what I ended up doing was I typed this entire story into that information box in all caps, so that it's forever enshrined.
You shouted it to everyone?
Well, nobody sees it but us, I don't think.
Is it available online?
No. I'm not trying to ship that.
You might be banned from entering an inventory.
Oh no, there's all kinds of little Easter eggs spread throughout Shopify at this point.
Okay. Well, if you check our online site and you see something fishy, you know who to blame.
Hi.
So those are cute little kids. What else did we get? Oh, we got a new distributor for us is Earth Yarns, URTH.
That's right.
And we got their unique fingering, which I'm working with. I'll show you guys in a little bit. It's what's it made up of? Merino?
It's merino, I think 100% merino, is it not?
Superwash, I think.
Yeah.
And it's a self-striping. It's a long color change stripe. So self-striping. We also have their Harvest fingering, which is naturally dyed superwash.
And then we also have their merino sock yarn, which is like a variegated yarn, and that does have 25% nylon.
This is this is dyed with different vegetable matter and natural organic carbon.
In this case, fruit matter.
It's got a picture of oranges on there, but I'm not 100% sure.
No, I'm pretty sure he said that they put the picture of what they used to dye.
Doesn't smell like oranges.
Does it smell like vinegar?
No. And you already showed the sock yarn?
Yes.
All right. So, in addition to that, they also distribute Fezza. You might have seen some of these baby blankets before at craft shows. The yarn feels like it's got some bamboo in it. It feels like
it's almost cool to the touch.
It's like silky, really drapey, really fun. It's viscose, I think, is what it is. Similar to the Araucania sugarcane. So it's like, and it's heavy without being heavy. So you know when you like pull a blanket on and it's nice and it's like it's got weight to it. It makes you feel more cozy and comfortable. I can imagine being a baby. Yes, it's viscose and cotton, so easy care, easy knit, all in a kit.
Very nice.
All in a kit. And I think before the put up on these used to be skeins, but people were having trouble because of the viscose. It's slippery. People were having trouble winding it, so they went ahead and rolled them all into balls.
Yeah, when it comes to viscose or some examples of pure silk, it can be a little bit of trouble on the winder.
Yeah. So, fun, cute baby blanket. We have them in blue, pink,
yellow,
and gray. And they kind of do a fade thing. That's what it looks like. Really cute blankets. So those are a couple of kits we have. We also have the Round Mountain kits. These kits, and also maybe you can drop that video of the trunk show.
Oh yeah, I can do that.
Drop that in there. So we also have other kits. This one's for the Swizzle Shawl. What else?
Let's see. Did you get these out for something?
Oh yeah, I did. Just these are new to us colors of Round Mountain. This is from the Ornithology collection. These are both from the Ornithology, which is birds. She also has an Entomology collection, which is insects. Yeah, like the Luna moth. But this one is Robin's Nest. That's a new color for us. And this one is Bufflehead, which is a type of bird. Very cute. And you can make, these are 100 grams. You can make a couple of shawls. The Beansha and the Awash with Color from just one skein.
Bufflehead reminds me of a green jay.
It does kind of, but it's got purple in it. The green jay doesn't have purple. It's got blue.
All right. How about the new Lika sets that we have?
Yeah, we got the new colors. So umber and indigo.
Let me see the blue one. Okay. Yeah, people have really liked this one. Some people have expressed a little bit of regret that they jumped in early, and then like, these came out. Get this.
these actually, the umber needles look really similar. The original ones have a little bit of a gray tint. These have a little bit of a goldish tint. But the indigo are blue, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
So these are gold, those are blue.
Yes.
Why not buy all the needles? I mean, really.
Yeah, just why stop at one set?
Why stop at one set?
It's like Pokemon, gotta catch them all.
Yep. And then we also got a new Twisted Owl order in.
That is correct. So we've got some more Pirate Ship. We have got, what is this, Midnight at the Oasis and Lovebirds?
Yeah, Lovebirds is new to us. Pirate Ship is a favorite, and then Midnight at the Oasis is my favorite. I think that's it for new stuff. You want to talk about what you're working on? You talked about your sock already.
Yeah, and I'll get back to the sock, but well, the other sock. Those of y'all who have been watching are aware that I was making a sweater, and I made a second sweater for a baby shower. The baby shower was...
I've got a picture that you can drop into.
You do?
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll do that. And if there's a weird noise, it's Inception, guys. I might do it.
Don't.
Anyway.
It was loud and jarring.
I turned it down. Anyway, so it's a movie within a movie.
Mm-mm.
Anyway, so the shower was last Saturday, and it was kind of a mad dash to the finish to complete this sweater. Got done. Might have been slightly damp when we gave it to her, but it was done. So I was glad to have done that.
It was super cute. It is super cute.
I thought it turned out okay.
Yeah.
And learned some interesting new things. So that is my recent completed object. What have you finished recently? I mean, you showed off the fairy scarf. That was pretty recent.
Yeah, I did that.
Mm-hmm.
The wash with color. I think we talked about that last time. I don't think I've finished anything. I've actually been waiting for... I worked a little bit on my elephant vest.
Oh, yeah?
And I've been waiting for yarn to come in, for the unique yarn to come in, for the Papillon shawl, and I'll show you that. Papillon?
Papillon?
Papillon.
Sounds about right.
Papillon.
Vaguely French.
And if you parlez-vous français,
Je parle un petit peu
you
français.
know that papillon is butterfly. So here's the beginning. Isn't that fun? So you use one solid. My solid is the Harvest in a charcoaly gray, almost black. It's not quite black. And then my my color is the Unique, and they have numbers. This is number 3004. So this is what it looks like in the skein, but it does these long self-striping color, and the pattern is written such that you could use different skeins of yarn for each section. So if you have like a Cheshire Cat, a Wonderland Yarns pack that you need to use up, something fingering gradient pack that you need to use up, you can use it in here, and you just would weave in the ends on the ends. Your ends would be up here. So you could do it that way, or you could use a long color change like the Unique fingering. I also saw some Ravelry projects made with the Zauberball. And even this Liberty Wool Light long color runs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Those work too.
Cool. Now, I believe for Papillon, if you go with the Unique, you're going to need 2 skeins of the Unique fingering and then one of the solid color.
Yeah, 2 skeins of your color changing and 1 of your solid color. And it's just short rows. There actually aren't. It's a nice pattern. There aren't any row numbers. You just do it in chunks, short row chunks.
Cool.
So I've been working on that, And my sock.
Mm-hmm. And then you've already seen the socks I'm repairing that I'm darning right now, thanks to this outstanding book. And then once I get done with that, and like sock 1 took like, I don't know, less than an hour. I was pretty distracted that day, so it took longer than that, but whatever. So it will not take long to do the other one, at which point I will resume on this sock that I'm currently working on, which is biscotti yarn, the badger color. And yeah, that's about all I've got going on right now.
Yeah. So these are my waiting in the carpool line socks, my project, because I think doing the short row project, like the Papillon, you have to have like a 30-minute chunk of quiet where your attention is focused for all those short rows, and then so this you can just put up and put down. I'm doing a combination of the Rose City Rollers and the Jelly Rolls, both by Mara Briner. I'm just going to do one roll, that's the Rose City Rollers, but I really liked that ribbing on the instep to make the sock tighter.
Yeah.
So I'm going to combine the two and do that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. And my yarn is White Birch Fiber Arts. Trying to use up some of my purchases from last DFW Fiber Fest, because the new one's right around the corner. The next Fiber Fest.
Gearing up for it.
I wonder if she'll be there. I'm not sure. I follow her on Instagram and the Facebooks.
Is there anything new that we can talk about with regard to Fiberfest?
We're gonna have a bigger booth this year.
We are. Last year we had a 10x10 booth. This year it's going to be a 10x20.
Because we've got a couple of surprises. I don't know. I don't think they've published.
Okay.
So I don't know if we can.
We'll hold off. Stay tuned. There will be more information coming out with regard to Fiberfest here shortly.
And what cool stuff's going to be in our booth?
Yep. That's right. We've got some plans.
Yep. It's going to be fun. All right. Anything else? Oh, we got some Toft. The unicorns are back. We were sold out of the unicorns and the Pegasus for a while, but they're back, baby.
Let's have a look. These guys.
Those are super fun.
Wrong way again. Up, down. There we go. All right. I think that concludes it for us.
That concludes this episode 10.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. Bye.